Hey guys, how you doing? This is Kinghand Lee, a mixing and mastering engineer. As we talk about loudness war, we often say it destroys music, and how beautiful music would be without the loudness war. Dissing loudness war becomes some sort of political right in music industry. But is it all true? Is the loudness standard that many platforms are applying to music the industry saver? I have a private group with some top mastering engineers from all over the world. We usually schedule an exchange meeting and to exchange some opinions on like industry trend or some new skills, etc. And sometimes we also invite some special guests to attend our meeting. A few weeks ago, we invited an old gentleman who doesn't want to leak his name to the internet. He is one of the loudness standard determiner in the industry. We discussed some methods of loudness treatment and some new plugins. Then I asked a question. As a standard determiner, do you think the loudness normalization for streaming is a bit too low? Minus 13 or 14 dB loops? This question excited that gentleman. He said that's a good question. Why? Because the loudness limitations were not designed to be applied on music in the first place. It was designed to be used on broadcast and TVs. Especially for us, when you are watching TV, a loud advertising suddenly pops up and frightens you. That must be unpleasant. So their loudness are limited to give you a smoother watching experience. But for music, how can you expect jazz is as loud as a heavy metal or a heavy metal is as quiet as jazz? So the loudness standard causes a weird phenomenon. The loudness balance switch on your app is default off. Only few people turn it on. And also, only few people care about the rule. They usually master music as loud as they want. Don't believe it? Watch this.
With the blame on me, whatever helps you sleep. You say I'm sensitive. I say well, I say you're full of it.
These are real loudness measurements with loudness balancing switch off on iTunes. See, most mastering engineers are dissing the loudness war while making loud music. And for some genres, loudness is even a part of it. Can you imagine a trap song with huge dynamic range? There are also some business reasons. Your song appears more often in people's random list than in your album. Since most people won't specially search for your album, your single song is then surrounded by other songs that mastered by others. So you're forced to be in a position that the loudness becomes a significant rivalry. Audiences will usually skip your song if your song doesn't appear loud enough, because they consciously believe what loud is better, unless it's too loud or too distorted. What? The loudness balancing switch is for preventing this from happening? Remember, only few people turn it on. So, any conclusions? No. Am I trying to prove the louder the better? No. You make a hip-hop minus 6 loops? Okay. You make it minus 3? Are you nuts? You make a classical also minus 6? That's way too much. So how about we stop using the phrase loudness war? Because the word war makes people provocable. Provoked people judge things by emotion rather than by facts. The fact is, different genres of music deserve different loudness. It's not an unlimited war in the first place. Maybe the so-called loudness war will end if we no longer think it is a war, and we no longer believe that we have to pick a side to fight on. This is Kinghand. Thanks for watching. See you next time.